for dinner, then?
It's your turn.
I cooked last night.
Not the last meal you didn't. I made us supper.
What? You can hardly count tea and toast as a meal.
Well, it was too much trouble for you to do, wasn't it? You were delighted when offered to do it.
It does not constitute a meal. That's the agreement. And don't answer your father back.
Oh, playing the parental joker now, are we?
Yes. Your turn to cook. I'm going out anyway, so I don't have time.
Not till later. You've got hours to go yet. Something smells good.
Your mother?
No, I think it's a meal.
Annabelle? What are you doing here?
Cooking your tea. Annabelle said you like curry, so I'm having a go at it.
How did you get in?
Annabelle gave me a key.
Oh, she did she? When you were up in the Lake District bothering her. You can't just come and go as you please, you know. Have you no idea what trouble you've caused?
Well, at least you solved the problem of who's going to get the tea. How have you been, Louise?
I'm all right.
Well, I'll go and check if I've got a clean shirt for this evening.
If you want anything iron, I'm quite good at it.
So am I.
Shouldn't have done it, should I?
Don't worry about Dad. How's school?
It's dead boring. I got told off because I hadn't finished my project on the Second World War.
Well, history was never my pet subject.
I don't see the point in learning it. It's all over and done with now.
All right, I'll take you out in a minute. Let's have a brew first, eh? We'll have to have this milk bill as well. Well, Ralph will be on his way now, halfway across the channel. I told him I thought it was a mistake, but I wished him well, and I meant it. And I'll have to stop talking to you like this, won't I, Monty? Because I'll be doing it outside. And people will think Harry's gone potty, won't they? And we can't have that, can we?
Hiya. Nice to see you.
Just thought I'd drop in.
Drop in?
A friend dropping in? Am I interrupting something?
No, just doing a bit of ironing. Come in. So, how are you then?
Fine, how are you?
Great.
Shift, John?
First day shift in the morning. What about you?
Last night, tonight, then 48 off.
Busy?
As ever, you?
Yeah.
Been anywhere nice?
Why were you pretending?
Pretending what?
You know, just good friends and all that.
Because that's what we agreed. I got some flowers from a friend this morning.
Oh, did you? That must have been nice for you.
Only they were the wrong flowers.
Well, how can someone send the wrong flowers?
Well, you don't send red roses to a friend.
Why not?
Because red roses are well, they're for people in love.
Well, when you find out who sent them, you can tell them, can't you?
They were lovely, though. Thanks.
Well, what makes you think they were from me?
A wild guess.
Well, what type of flowers are friends supposed to send?
Don't know. Anything but red roses, I suppose.
Well, I'll remember that. That's if I ever send you flowers. Do you want a drink?
Thought you'd never ask.
You'll make sure that meat's properly cooked, won't you?
Of course. I've sauteed it. nice.
A reunion?
The regiment.
Oh, I suppose you talk about the war and all that.
Yeah, something like that.
Louise is doing a school project about the war, Dad.
Is that boring?
Thought you might like to tell us some of the less boring aspects of it.
Oh, I'm sure there's enough material around at the moment to research from. The media does seem to have gone over the top.
I have to go soon.
Is it time to pick up Hattie already?
Yep.
Look, you've got nearly an hour to spare.
I want to have a bath and get ready, and I think you need some time by yourself.
I'm sorry. I'm not very communicative today, am I?
That's all right. You've got a lot on your mind.
What's that supposed to mean?
Are you going to go and talk to your father?
That's the only way we'll ever talk again. There's no way he's going to lose face by approaching me.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault. These things just happen.
It is my fault. I'm the one that's put you in the position of having to choose between me and your father. Nobody should have to make that decision, and I'm sorry.
It's not quite as simple as that. I'm sure I can work something out.
I'm going to go and have a bath.
Still think about you a lot.
I think about you as well.
What do you think about when you think about me?
How do you mean?
Well, do you think about the good times we had together, or the rows? Do you think it'd be nice to try again?
I didn't come round to talk like this.
What did you come round for, then?
To see a friend. Should we go for a walk?
Is that what friends do? The friends think about each other all the time.
What?
The friends wonder who they're friends with, where they are, if they're watching the same telly programme, if they're thinking about them, what it'd be like to be in bed with them.
Will you stop it? You're breaking all the rules. I think we should go for the walk now.
I don't want to go for a walk, but I'll do anything you want to.
This isn't the way I want it to be.
Me neither.
But you don't want it to be the same way I do. You hurt me.
I know. I'm sorry. What more can I say or do? Come on, then.
Where?
Let's go for this walk you're so keen on.
You never know, do you? I have to stop talking to you outside. No offence, Monty. Hey! Ron!
No, what does he want?
I think I've got a puncture. I could do with a second opinion.
On your bike?
No, me car. I think you described it as the offside rear wheel. He's gone, you know.
Who has?
Ralph. Gone to live in America for good.
Really?
Yeah, Las Vegas. Gonna get married there.
Oh, that's dead romantic. But you'll be all on your own, Mr. Cross.
That's the way we like it, isn't it, Monty?
You don't mind it?
Mine. When Ralph told me he was going away, I was delighted for him, and me too. See, I'm a very independent type, very self-sufficient. Probably through being a railway driver. Sometimes a very lonely but rewarding occupation.
I think that's just punctured. Just needs a little bit of air in it.
Well, what am I supposed to do with it?
Just take it down your nearest garage.
I can't drive. Wild Bill Hickok used to do all the driving. They have guns over there, you know. I told him, but he wouldn't listen. He said they were in love just like you two.
Have you got a foot bump?
I don't know.
Well, I know I haven't. See you now,
Hey, hang on. Have a look in the boot. There might be one there, and you can show me what it's like.
There you go, H.
And what am I supposed to do with that?
Well, you put that on that little thing there, right? And pump it up with your best leg.
I haven't got a best leg.
Well, listen, gotta go.
Bye.
A policeman and a nurse, and who's paying their wages? Me. I'm talking to myself again. It is allowed, you know, sometimes.
Do you want a taste?
Yeah.
Might be a little bland.
How do you mean?
Well, Dad got quite a taste for curries when he was in the Far East. He likes them quite spicy.
I was bothered about overdoing it.
Oh, be adventurous.
Would you mind if I put the hoover on for a few minutes, Sam?
No, that's all right.
Are you feeling a bit better today, love?
Yeah. Mum, I've been thinking about what you said, and well, you're right. I've got to be more positive now.
Oh, that's right.
And I want to be at my best when he comes round, so I've got to make sure I'm fully recovered in body and mind, because he might need looking after for a while.
Oh, that's very sensible, son.
And it might help him to come round if I stay to a regular routine when visiting him, you know, the same hour every day. What do you think?
I think that's a good idea. Anyway, the hospital know to ring here if anything happens when you're not there, don't they?
Yeah, that's what they said.
Do you want me to answer that?
No. Hello? Yeah, this is Samantha Rogers. When? Yeah, I'm in all day. Might as well be straight away. All right, then. Okay, bye-bye.
Well?
It was the police. Do you want to talk to me again?
Again? When?
They're on the way now.
How can a woman as organised and as bright as you never find her car keys?
I need help, not smart comments. I remember walking in with them.
And then what?
I don't know.
Well, they must be somewhere.
Yes, everything's got to be somewhere. That doesn't help at all. What are you doing?
What you did when you first arrived.
Michael Joy, you are wonderful.
Not too bad yourself.
I better go. It's getting harder to leave you.
Well, you might regret saying that.
Why?
You might get sick of the sight of me when we're living together.
Living together? You mean you've made your decision?
Someone's got to look after you. Find your car keys. I love you. I love my father. And I love Jess. It's an equation that doesn't balance at the moment. I don't want to risk losing you. And I don't want to stop my father seeing Jess. So the only clear way through the problem is for me to think of me. And I want to be with you.
Sure.
Of course not. Who could be?
Well, I can honestly say that's the best curry I've ever tasted.
Yep, I can only agree.
As good as Annabelle cooks it.
Oh, yes.
When you were in the war in the Far East, was curry all you'd ever had to eat?
No, we had English-type food as well. So, what's this project all about, then?
The Second World War.
What about it, though?
Just about all of it, I suppose.
Sounds like a tall order. No, it's all right, I'll get it.
You should try and think of a novel approach. Something none of the other kids will think of.
I never can.
See you, Dad. Arrangements for tonight.
Oh, good. Thanks.
He talked to me. He really talked.
Well, he's been able to do that for quite some time now.
Oh, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And it was a really great meal. Now, listen, you take it easy, and I'm going to do the washing up, all right?
No, I'll do it. Well, that's what your mum would do, isn't it?
Sometimes, yeah. Tell you what, you wash and I'll dry.
Right, Toots, how's it going?
Not so bad. How's yourself?
Oh, I can't grumble.
How's the new lodgings?
So. Look, I'll see you later.
Hang on. I've got a job for you.
What have they got on?
This is to help an old age pensioner.
And who might that be?
Me.
Oh, what a surprise. Look, I'm in a bit of a hurry. CH.
Look, it's only a little job.
All right. I'm your man. I mean, I never turned down a chance to earn a few bob.
Who mentioned money?
Go on.
Only my mechanic, he's gone to America.
Bloody hell, H, how big a job is it?
It's only to pump a tyre up. He's gone over there to get married, you know.
Come on, let's have a look.
Look, these Yanks come over and they pinch your lodger.
Oh, disgusting. Still, won the war for you lot, didn't he?
Only on the films, lad, with John Wayne.
Right, Samantha, shall we make a start?
Yeah, all right, but I've answered all the questions before. I don't know what else I can tell you.
Well, neither do I. She spent hours with the police before today.
I appreciate that, but it's a very serious matter, and there are some discrepancies in the statements. I just want to sort those out. Relax, Samantha. I'm not going to start shouting at you. All right? Just tell me what happened leading up to the accident.
Well, I met my boyfriend, Owen.
He's still in a coma. Look, this is an awful strain on her.
It has to be done, Mrs. Rogers. I wish it didn't. Like I wish people didn't steal cars. We have to make sure we have all the facts. Carry on in your own time, Samantha.
Then we met Ronnie and Nisha, and we waited for Tony and Cav. Well, they're the two boys who got killed. Well, we waited for a while, and Owen thought something was up, but we just talked him into staying. We should have listened to him now. Anyway, they turned up in a different car, but, well, they had a good explanation for that. Cav said something about his brother's being in for a service, and he borrowed this one from a mate. I know it sounds stupid now, but we just believed them. Wish we'd never got in the car now.
Sam, what's done is done, love. You just take your time, eh?
Well, then we sort of decided to go to Wigan.
Wigan?
A disco in Wigan Pier.
You didn't say anything to us about going to Wigan.
Perhaps a cup of tea all round would help, Mrs. Rogers.
Right, yeah.
Well, then we got a puncture, and that's when Owen got really suspicious.
Will you be going to see Mum and Gran?
I expect so. Hoping to tie it in with a business trip at some point.
Do you think?
We'll see. But,
What?
well, I don't know what Chadwick House would think about it all.
We wouldn't have to tell them.
Yes, we would. And I think they'd be pretty reluctant to let you travel with a young man. Youngish.
But you're all right.
Yeah, well, they don't know that, do they? And they've got your best interests at heart. Besides, you can't just take off again, you know. What about your schoolwork? We'll see, OK? Perhaps Dad could talk him round.
Great.
Right. That's that lot up to scratch.
Thanks, Mick. I wish I could drive it.
Well, I'll come and turn it over every now and again when I've got the time.
I don't know what to do with it, to be honest.
Oh, just do something. I mean, don't just let it rot away. Look, I've got to be going now. I'll see you later.
Hey, come here, hang on a minute.
What do you want, H?
Well, you've just done me a favour. I want to do one for you.
All right, and what's that then?
Well, you don't want to be living over there, do you? Come back to the bungalow.
Ralph really gone for good, has he?
Yeah, and don't think I can't manage. I just don't like to see a nice lad like you down on his luck and living in a place like that.
I'll think about it.
Well, you better make it quick. There's not many people who get the offer I'm giving.
All right. I'll let you know in a couple of days. See you, H.
H. Not calling me H if he comes back. Although I don't know. He'd be someone to answer me back, wouldn't he?
That's it. That's everything. I just want Owen back with us now.
Now, are you absolutely sure you've told us everything?
Yeah.
I hope this is the last time she's going to have to do this.
I think it may well be, but there's the inquest to come. All the girls will have to give evidence at that.
And will that be the end of it?
Let's hope so.
Well, what else would they have to do?
There is a remote possibility of a charge, of allowing oneself to be carried in a car, knowing it to be stolen.
But she didn't know it was stolen.
That's for the court to decide. I did say it was a remote possibility and I shouldn't worry too much about it.
Well, that's hardly a reassuring note to end on, is it?
I'm just being realistic, Mrs. Rogers. There's no point in me walking out of here and you two thinking that it's over. Well, I hope it is. For your sake, Samantha, I really do. But it isn't my decision. Bye-bye.
Bye, thank you.
I'm going to see Owen.
I've got it.
What?
Well, when you said look for a different way of doing the project, something none of the other kids will do.
Mm-hmm.
Food. Food during the war. Everything was different then, wasn't it?
I'll say. Rationing, black market, no bananas.
And the best thing is the thing about curry.
What thing about curry?
You in the Far East. I bet you'd never had curry before, had you?
No.
But there you are, then. All them soldiers who probably never heard of curry and all sorts of other foreign foods suddenly started trying them. Will you tell me all about it?
Why, certainly. And better still, if I can get the ingredients, I'll cook you a meal. A wartime meal with dried egg and powdered milk, all the rest of it. Then you'll have the experience and be able to write about it.
Can I come again tomorrow?
I suppose so.
Great.
Sammy?
I'm going now.
Oh, love, you want to get yourself together first. Look, you want to be calm when you visit him, not upset.
What's going to happen?
Everything's going to be all right, love. I know it will.
But is it? If Owen comes round...
And he will.
Oh, yeah. And then gets arrested. We all could. Well, what am I going to do?
Oh.
The big day is such a surprise for patient and hospital porter Dennis Ray next when his bride makes a double dream at Jimmy's.
Oh, where do you think you're going?
The hospital.
What about Katie?
What about Katie?
Well, who's going to look after her all day?
Away, Mum.
Look, if it wasn't half term, you wouldn't be able to go till 4:30 anyway, so what's the difference?
He's in a coma. I want to see him.
And you can, after I get back from work.
And when's that?
It'll be about 3:30.
Oh, come off it, Mum.
Well, I'm sorry, love, but I can't leave Katie on her own all day.
Stop talking at me as though I'm not here, will you?
Well, I'll try and finish work early then.
Oh, great. I feel ashamed having to walk around all day with some stupid little kid.
And I feel ashamed having to walk around all day with some stupid little Scarface.
I'll flatten you, you little mare.
Yeah, you and who,
Sammy, that's enough. You two had better get used to each other's company.
I'd sooner get used to solitary confinement.
I mean it. From now till next Monday, you and her are joined at the hip.
Great.
Evan's in a coma, isn't he?
Oh, look, do us a favour. Make yourself disappear, eh?
Well, he can't speak then, can he?
Oh, go away.
Well, even if you do go, You'll have no one to talk to, will you?
Oh, look, just shut up, will you?
Of course. You could have it both ways, like, you would take me to the hospital with you. You're buying the sweets.
All right, Len.
There's a queue. What? My wagon gets fixed before yours, and there's 2 more laid up before you get a look in. All right?
There's nothing wrong with my wagon.
Well, lucky old you.
All right, Len. Lenny's not here. I'll wait till he gets back then, eh?
I'm done any overtime because of this heap. Knack a diesel pump. You ought to be pressing for new wagons.
Here. No chance. And anyway, you're not supposed to be here.
All right, so we can't have new wagons. But maintenance ought to be able to maintain.
What's he doing now? Playing tiddlywinks?
There's too many wagons for this amount of maintenance, lads.
You tell him, Jeff, lad.
I was stuck on the old shoulder for over 3 hours last night.
So I heard.
Jackie Mack stuck at Scotch Corner all night. And his missus is 9 months pregnant.
That's not my fault. Of course it's your fault. This never happened when I was shop steward. There was no maintenance cuts when you was shop steward.
I made sure there was no maintenance cuts, pal.
Oh, yeah. You were dead hard, weren't you? The management used to shake in her boots.
I did my job.
Want a cup, Len?
Might have to drink it for me.
Something bothering you, Frank?
There's 500 things bothering me, Len.
The second I get the money, you get the money.
That dry rock cost us £1,200 on top of the 500 we paid you.
I could make you 500 quid in overtime in 2 months, if they'd let me do it.
20 quid every Friday, starting this Friday, all right?
You were? On a flat week?
The money's your problem, not mine.
It's your problem too. Couldn't help it over here.
You mind your own business, you.
Help them keep the wagons on the road and you'll get your 500 back a lot quicker.
You Jeff or what?
You're the shop steward round here. You're letting them get away with murder. 2 sugars, Len?
Yeah, cheers.
And he's picking up shared buttons. And us drivers are stuck drinking tea half the day.
All right. I'll have a word.
Have a few words, Frank. Have as many as it takes. And hey, rumour is that if your wagon needs fixing, it'll stay at the back of the queue a lot longer than most. Know what I mean?
No kidding.
Do something, Frank.
And during the war, a pan of scouse kept many a Liverpool family going for a week.
Before the war, most of them couldn't afford that.
When my mum was home, we used to have blind scouse.
What's blind scouse?
Scouse without meat.
Never happened on the Wirral, did it, Dad?
I'm going to get top marks this project, and I am.
Right, then. What's next?
We top it up with water and leave it to cook slowly for an hour or 2.
Well, that's for dinner. What about lunch?
How does corned beef omelette sound?
Pretty revolting.
That what we're having?
Dried eggs and a tin of corned beef. Now, don't let it boil over. Come on, Gordon.
How long will yous be?
Oh, back before the air raid siren.
See yous.
His wife's due to give birth, and the lad's stuck in Scotch Corner. I mean, it's not on like, is it?
Of course not. Do you think I like the idea of our lads being stuck in the 4 corners of the globe? It's money going out the door.
Then do something about it.
Like what?
A few new wagons wouldn't go amiss.
Some of those lorries are less than 3 years old. Most less than 2.
Then get the maintenance sorted out.
It was me fighting the cutbacks, remember? I'm on your side.
And let the maintenance lads work overtime.
Frank, you know I work within a very tight budget.
But if there's drivers waiting for wagons to be fixed, you're losing even more money.
Well, nobody's arguing on that one. But maintenance was overmanned. They were sitting around on the backsides half the time playing cards.
Well, now they can't even stop for a cup of tea. I mean, they just cannot keep up.
Grinding to a halt, eh?
Well, they're trying their best. But without overtime, their hands are tied, aren't they?
Do all the drivers feel like this?
Oh, yeah. And the maintenance lads are just as frustrated.
Okay. But we'll have to get something down on paper. It's the only way to get anything moving in this outfit.
If you're lucky.
Yeah. Right. I need help, Frank. A report, to be precise.
What do you mean?
Ammunition for the next board meeting.
I can't go in there firing hot air and hearsay. Say by the end of this week, all right?
Yeah, all right.
And many thanks for bringing it to my attention. You're quite right, of course. We've got to do something about it.
What kind of report, like?
Oh, what the drivers think, and any suggestions are only the printable ones. I'll get the maintenance steward to do the same, put them both together, and bingo.
Right.
Hello? Gary? Hiya. This is dead boring.
Oh, I'm very sorry.
Is that all he does all day?
He's in a coma. What should I expect, a song and dance routine?
You better phone me mum and tell her we're here. The nurse said you're supposed to talk to him.
I know.
Well, go on then.
All right, Owen. It's Sammy here. I wish you'd answer me back.
Tell him you miss him.
I miss you.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Well, even if he doesn't wake up, he's not missing much, is he?
Oh, shut up, will you?
Just talk to him proper.
I don't know what to say.
Here you are. Hey, Owen, you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me,
Oh,
you know.
all right. Go on, beat it.
What?
Look, go and get a cup of tea or something.
I don't want a cup of tea.
Well, neither do I.
Well, then.
We'll just go and get one anyway.
What for?
Will you just go and get one?
Do you want coffee instead?
Yeah.
Can I get a Mars bar as well?
Anything, will you just go?
Do you want to be on your own with him? Is that it, like?
Yeah.
Why didn't you say so in the first place? Soft cab.
Owen. Owen, wake up. I've been rotten to you since the first day we met. But it's all gonna be different now. Honest. I'll never tell you to get lost again. And my dad won't throw you out the house or on the road. Whatever you want. Oh, please, Owen, wake up. I swear to God, I don't care if this scar never goes away. If only you'll open your eyes. Look, it might be a bit earlier, but... Well, if you want to get engaged, okay. I mean, I don't want a baby for a few years yet, like, but... If you'll just wake up. And I tell you what...
Do you want sugar in your coffee?
How long have you been there?
Just walked in, why?
Well, just walk out again, eh? And no sugar.
Well, you agree with everything I said?
Switch on.
No kidding.
Give us some welly.
Yeah, no kidding.
Go ahead. Get going.
Nice one, Lenny. So you agree with everything you said, eh? I'd be a bit worried if I were you, Frank.
If you're not going to talk to him, you should have brought a tape in of his favourite music.
Why didn't you bring a tape in then, Clever Clock?
It's your boyfriend, not mine.
Wish you'd hurry up and eat that.
I'm saving it.
What for?
Later.
Oh, you're really getting on my nerves, you.
You haven't phoned me mum yet.
I know.
What if she knocks off work early?
Well, you go and phone her then.
If I phone her, she'll only want to speak to you.
Look, if he so much as twitches, call a nurse. All right.
I've always been rotten to you. Come here, don't wake up, please. I'll never tell you to get lost anymore. You won't let me dad throw out the house or nothing. If you want to get engaged, okay, you're on. But I don't want to be till I'm at least 22. But if you'll just wake up, I don't care if my scar doesn't go away.
You little cow.
I thought you were phoning me, Mum.
I didn't have temper. What do you think you're playing at?
I was just talking to him.
Just talking to him? You were saying what I said to him?
Well, maybe he didn't hear you.
What's wrong with you, you little mate, spying on me?
Who was?
You was? Right.
Hey, you, that's mine.
I paid for it.
Give it back.
No chance.
Right then, Scarface, I'm going home.
Look, you're lucky you're still in one piece, you.
I'm telling me, Mum.
Oh, and so am I. Wait till she finds out you were listening in on me.
And I'll tell you, you brought me in and didn't want to come.
Look, just button it, will you? You have the nurse coming in.
Force me in against me will.
Just shut up or you'll wake him up.
Isn't that the idea?
What's going on? Oh, look, I'm really sorry. We were having a row.
Just try and wake him up, like. Didn't work.
Michael! Michael!
Caroline, is that you? What are you doing back?
Duty calls.
Let me give you a hand. Why didn't you let me know you were coming? I'd have met you.
Oh, that's okay. It's no problem.
Hi.
Who is it?
Open up or I'll huff and I'll puff.
You can't come in.
I'll blow your house down.
You can't, Gary. If Paul comes back, he'll throw you out.
Oh, I'll just go out the back when his car rolls up. Stop worrying, will you?
We're not supposed to be alone.
What's all this?
Me war project. Look out!
This place looks like a bomb's hit it.
How long are you staying?
You trying to get rid of me or something?
No.
What's in the fridge?
All kinds. Do you want a sarnie?
Any cornies? I haven't had my breakfast yet.
Yeah. Stay there.
I've missed you, sis.
Yeah. Same here.
Where's the ladyship?
She's gone the later, strict with them all.
Haven't been on our own for ages, have we?
I was a bit surprised to hear you were going to America. Everybody else was as well.
I've had all this out with my dad. I don't need it from you as well.
Michael, it was a bit humiliating to hear about it at the same time as everybody else over there.
Well, I'm sorry for the way you heard about it, but I'd made my decision and Dad had to be told.
We need some things from the shops.
We?
I need some things from the shops. All right, this is a diplomatic shopping expedition. I'm getting out of the way for a bit.
Sweetheart, I have to go back to work soon.
I won't be that long.
She's got gall, that girl. I'll give her that.
She's got guts, if that's what you mean.
Well, what about the rest of the family?
It's my life. I have to make the most of it, and that includes Alison.
Jessica has a right to see her grandfather and her cousins and her aunts and her uncles. She's got a right to be Chinese, you know.
We're starting a new life in America because that's what I want to do, and because I think that's what's best for my daughter. The decision's been made. Whether the family accept it or not, it's up to them. Either way, we're going.
Out the back.
Oh. Hello.
Gordon. This is my brother Gary.
All right.
Hiya.
What are you doing here?
He's just come to see me, that's all. Did you get all the shopping? We're going to have scouts like they did during the war.
What, the Falklands?
You'll have to leave, Gary, now.
I've come to see my sister.
If Chadwick House were to find you two have been left unsupervised...
They won't.
Who's going to tell them?
No one knows but us.
That's not the point.
And again, this goes like or what?
Dad's right about the supervision.
But you two are here, you know, so we are being supervised, aren't we?
Yeah, but that's right. What harm's it doing? We could ration the Scouts. It'd be just like the 1940s all over again.
I'm sorry, Louise. Gary will have to leave.
Why?
He's not supposed to be here. It's the rules.
Rules were made to be broken.
That's right.
Out.
Do I have to go right now?
Right now.
Any chance of a lift then, or what?
I'm going into town. I'll get the bus with you, Gary.
Mrs. Collins have let him stay longer.
Yeah, she likes me, she does.
Goodbye, Gary.
See ya.
Ta-ra.
And next time you want to come round, give us fair warning, all right?
Poor Gary. He never gets nothing off nobody.
I'm sorry, Louise, but these things have to be properly arranged.
Everybody's like that with Gary. Nobody cares about him but me. And nobody cares about me except him.
And that's not true, and you know it.
You only pretend. If it wasn't for Annie, you wouldn't want to know about me. I know you wouldn't.
Oh, I thought that seeing you just stepped off the plane, the least I could do would be to cook tonight's meal.
That's very sweet of you. But really, it's okay.
I don't mind at all.
You're a guest round here, Alison.
And I have been cooking here on and off since you've been away.
In which case, it's about time you had a rest. Michael should be ashamed of himself.
He does his bit.
The smallest bit, I bet.
Let's put the cotton wool away, shall we?
Yes, let's.
I don't mean to cramp your style or anything, but I've already bought the food for tonight's meal.
Look, I do the cooking around here.
When I'm here, Michael and I share it, but...
I think we better have a talk.
Yes, we better.
I don't wish to be nasty or even unfriendly, but I have to say what I think.
Go on.
Michael needs his father's approval more than you could ever know.
I do know that.
So if you have any doubts about Michael, any doubts, pull out now, because you are tearing my family apart.
Two single parents from a completely different background about to take the plunge. Show me someone in that position that doesn't have doubts.
Then you have to pull out.
We don't have to do anything, except what we think's right for ourselves and our children. Michael, Jessica, Hattie and me, we're the family. We're not going to forget or ignore China or Britain, but neither culture's going to dictate to us what we do or when we do it.
You don't seem to realize the effect of tearing Michael away from his family.
From what I've seen, I'm doing him a favor. He's better off out of it.
He'll tire quickly of you. You're too arrogant. When you're in the States and Michael's missing home and the family and all the rest of it, and he's looking at you and you somehow don't fill the gap, just remember you were warned.
Michael and I are partners. And in the final analysis, in the first analysis, everybody else can welcome our partnership or go to hell. Look, Caroline, I don't mean to insult you, but I can't stand here listening to this onslaught without hitting back. I'm just not built that way.
I appreciate that. But I can't just stand here and watch someone's spirit, Michael and Jessica, 3,000 miles away from where they belong.
Neither of us can influence Michael that much. He's got a mind of his own.
I thought I said 4 o'clock. It was her idea.
Have you been talking to him?
Yeah, we both have.
Where's his mum and dad?
Asleep in a room down the corridor. They've been up for 3 nights solid.
Oh, don't worry, love. He'll come around.
I just wish I could swap places.
Sam?
Well, I do. He didn't want to get in the car and I made him. And then he twigged it was knockoff. But would I listen?
Sam, these things happen sometimes. You can't go on blaming yourself, love.
There's no one else to blame.
I'll go and see if his mum and dad are awake yet. Do you want anything from the cafe?
Good night, tomorrow's bar.
It's nearly dinner time. You'll ruin your appetite.
Way.
Katie.
Sammy? You have your Mars bar?
No, get lost.
His eyes are flickering.
Oh, nice try.
Oh, I saw his eyelids move, honest.
Casey, that is not funny.
They are, look.
Owen.
Told you.
Owen, it's me, Sammy.
And me as well, Katie.
Owen, just wake up. Just say something. Go and get the nurse, you. Just say anything. Well, don't if you're too tight. Just open your eyes, then.
Betty only woke up because you told him we were going to get engaged.
Oh, look, just get out.
No.
Just scram.
No chance.
Please. Look, yeah, just go. You can have your Mars bar.
Great.
Hurry up. Owen, I was scared you wouldn't. You haven't lost your memory, have you? You've been in a coma for days. Just say something. Please, Owen, just say something.
Time was when acid drops meant simply sweets. Living Issues tackles children and drug taking next.
Well, the actual length's all right. I could just take the ends off all over. What do you think?
Okay.
Okay. Well, the good thing is, at least we've got the house to ourselves. Well, for most of the night anyway.
Well, I'll see if we got on with it, though, if you know what I mean.
Are you going somewhere?
Yeah.
You meeting someone? Well, what's his name? He's not called Rod Corkill by any chance.
I'll get lost.
That's a relief. The way he treated you.
Oh, well, that's history, isn't it? We're all right now, me and Rod.
You know what? He's my own brother, and I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him.
Well, we can't be enemies. It's stupid, isn't it? We can be friends.
No, you like just, friends.
As far as I'm concerned, yeah.
But it's not like that for him.
Hiya, love. What's that?
Christmas booze.
It's a bit early for Christmas shopping, isn't it?
Bulk buying. The lads always get a load from the cash and carry. You know, it makes sense. Hi, love.
Hey,
Come here. Hope Owen appreciates the road paint. How about a cup of tea?
Yeah, Dad, I'll do it for you. It's in the pot. Go on, put your feet up. You look knackered.
I am.
It was a rough day, love.
Not half. I don't know whether I'm the saviour or the assassin.
Oh, look, we'll discuss it later, eh?
What's for tea, love?
Lamb chops?
Yeah.
What's the lamb's name? What? The dead animal. The one you're going to eat now. What's its name?
Frank. Just leave it. She's had a hard time of it lately, eh?
Oh, don't worry. I'm going to the hospital now anyway.
All right, Sam.
But hey, look, just for the record, I happen to like lamb chops. I think they're very tasty.
Yeah, well, it's only the additives and the antibiotics that make them tasty. Enjoy your meal.
Ma.
Your coffee, madam. Thank you, dear. So, what's this place like then?
Oh, it's just a glorified pub, really, with a dance floor.
Who the hell's that?
All right.
Hiya.
What are you doing here?
Well, what's it look like? What are you doing here?
Olivia?
You caught me on the hop.
I thought you were working.
Yeah, well, you know what Thought did. Yeah, getting your hair done, are you, right?
Oh, quick, isn't he?
Well, give us a break, eh? Hey, listen, do you know later, do you fancy going for a little drink, yeah?
Well, I haven't really got time, to be honest.
We can have a cup of tea then, can't we? Right then, go and get changed.
Honest, Kirsty says he was working till about 8:30.
Oh, I don't mind talking to him. I mean, we're friends.
Yeah, well, don't believe anything he says.
Oh, get lost. He's a fella, isn't he?
Yeah.
They're just me notes, Chris, but you'll get the gist of it.
Well, I don't know what you're worried about, love. Makes perfect sense to me.
I'm being set up. I know I am.
Set up? Oh, that's called paranoia, Frank.
No. Remember the Dave Lacey business?
Oh, yeah, that driver sacked for running drugs.
Chris, you know as well as I do, they set me up to get him sacked and they're using me again. I know they are.
Look, don't you think you're reading more into this than there really is, love, eh?
I wish it was. Nah. Stuff them. They're not on.
Well, what are you going to do?
I'm not falling for that a second time. They're not getting their eyes on any report of mine.
Right. What's that smell?
Perfume.
It's like gin to me.
Oh, and what would I be putting gin on my neck for?
It wasn't on your neck, it was on your breath.
Oh, well, at least you got your sense of taste back. What did the doctor say?
Bruised spinal cord.
Oh, God, that's a relief.
Is it?
Yeah, well, bruises heal up. You'll be okay.
I'm paralysed from the waist down. I'm crippled.
Yeah, I know, they told us.
Oh, and did they tell you it's not just that I can't move? I can't feel anything either. They're always sticking all kinds of pins in me feet and me legs. I can't feel nothing, Sam. I don't even know whether I've been to the loo. They just come in and empty me out like a bin.
Yeah, but it won't be for long. The doctor said you'll be up on your feet soon.
Said he hopes I'll be on my feet soon.
Well?
Well, hope's not will, is it? They're always saying things like, as far as we're aware, you should be okay eventually, and that the hope will regain all my mobility.
Yeah.
Well, no one's making any promises, Sam. What if I don't get better? Well, what if I'm stuck like this forever?
Is that all right? Oh, great, yeah. What's over you? Nothing. Oh, come on, it would have cost me.
Put it away or I won't do it again.
You sure?
Positive, it's free for nurses on Wednesday nights.
Oh, great. Well, what about the haircut?
Right then, I'm going to have a quick bath and then I'm off to Nicky's. Have a good time.
Thanks, I will. Ta-ra. Bye, then.
Yeah, I've made you some tea here.
Oh, I haven't got time.
Where you going?
Out?
Where?
Nowhere.
Who with?
No one.
I thought we were friends.
Yeah.
Well, what's the big secret then?
Just going for a quiet drink, that's all.
Oh, yeah. With your hair all done up, yeah?
Needs a cutting.
Who are you going out with?
Oh, 3 guesses.
What you see in him?
He's honest, and I trust him.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't if he was your best mate. He stabbed me in the back.
Oh, you just don't like to taste your own medicine.
Would you run off with your best mate's fella?
If he'd finished with her because she was knocking off someone else, yeah, why not? You're just choked because you're stuck for something to do and I'm not.
Can do loads of things.
Good. Go and see Emma then.
Look, I don't want to see Emma. I'd rather spend time with you.
I'm flattered.
Look, it's true. Where you going?
Oh, some friend you are.
I am your friend.
Like hell. Your ego's hit. You just want to get back at me.
I don't. Look, I want to be your friend, honest.
Good.
Done as a friend. Don't ask me where I'm going. Sure.
Some divvy leaves his keys in the car and I end up like this.
Yeah, but they stole a car the other time. They was got one from somewhere, keys or no keys.
Yeah. Get us a drink, someone parched. I mean, if you leave the keys in the ignition, it's an invitation for any Edible to rob the car, isn't it? So get.
Yeah.
So, how's your face? Let's have a look. I'll go away soon now.
I might not.
Why not? Come on, tell me about it.
When you still hadn't come round, I was sitting there dead worried like.
Yeah.
And well, when you're stuck on your own, you sort of have to talk. Well, you were there, like, but you weren't exactly saying much.
Well, it gets a bit like that when you're in the coma, Sammy.
Yeah, I know, but... Well, I was worried. And, well, I sort of had a word with God. Did a deal, like.
A deal?
I said I didn't mind having a permanent scar, as long as he just let you open your eyes. And I whispered something in your ear. I said, well, if you want to get engaged or something...
You're getting engaged to me in a wheelchair?
Yeah, but you're going to get better.
What if I don't get better? No kids, no nothing. What kind of life's that?
Oh, well, if you're turning me down, Owen, why don't you
Forget
just...
it, Sammy. I am turning you down. I don't want to get married. I don't even want to get engaged. In fact, I think we should split up.
Sorry I'm late.
It's all right, I'm early.
Oh, good. What's he doing here?
That's what I'd like to know.
All right, Tracy let it slip. She's coming down later with Nicky.
I thought we were going to have a good night.
We are.
Are you kidding? Look, what's your lip, you? I'll bring you six-shooter as well, did you?
The pair of you, stop it.
Don't worry. Not staying long.
You go now, it won't be too soon.
What are you scared of?
Not you.
The pair of you, knock it off. Otherwise, I'm going. Do you think it's time we all grew up a bit? Look, there's no point holding grudges, and that applies to you two as well. Do I have to spell it out to you?
Yeah.
Time to kiss and make up, and that means you two.
I'm not kissing him, he's a fella.
I'm not kissing him, he's a dog.
Come on, boys, let's see if we can fight over who gets the first round in.
Okay, Danny boy. I'll go to left and see you. Oh, coming in. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, we have to change your nap, shall we?
I mean this, Owen. Thanks.
For what, like?
Well, for letting me go. You're a smashing fella, but, well, you're right. Pushing someone round in a wheelchair, well, it's just not me, like.
That's what I thought.
And you were right. Do you know, sometimes I didn't realise how young I am.
I know, yeah.
Don't worry. You'll meet someone eventually.
Well, so will you.
Me? I'm always meeting fellas. It was nice meeting you.
Sammy. I'll be all right, you know. I'll just have to work hard at the physio. You know, keep at it. It's when they stick all them pins in me feet and me legs. And I can't feel nothing. I'm scared, Sammy.
Look, you're gonna be all right.
I'm sorry. I love you, you know. Will you come tomorrow?
Divvy, I was coming anyway.
Conversation knock lump sauce for each other like over like. Oh well, the next few minutes could prove fatal. What you calls?
It's all right here, innit? You should see her about 12. I'll be gone by then. So. Do you want another? No, you're all right, lad. I'm driving. It's the alcohol-free stuff, innit?
Yeah, but, you know. I'll get you and Kirsty one when she gets back from the toilet.
No, you're all right, so.
It's my round. Listen, about me and Kirsty. I didn't plan nothing, you know. Just happened.
Yeah.
It was after Blackpool. I thought you were sorted with Emma.
Yeah.
I liked that. She was nice.
Why didn't you get offered her then?
What happened with you and her then?
Well, Emma likes to go her own way, you know.
I suppose that's the result of being a woman copper, innit?
Yeah, it's bad enough being a fella, innit?
I've got to say this, though, Rod. You never own anyone, you know. I mean, when I met Kirsty, she wasn't going out with you or anyone else.
Yeah, well, it still hurts. It's just a little bit too early.
What am I supposed to do? Stand there and watch the clock go round and wait for someone else to move in on it?
World War III hasn't broken out then?
Well, give it time, eh?
With a scrub here and a scrub there. That's the way he washes his clothes.
You said you'd do that report if you weren't prepared to let anybody see it.
I'm not getting stitched up again, Chris. Let them find another mug.
Do you know, I don't know why I bother, because you never listen to me half the time. Are you all right, love? How did it go today?
Yeah, fine.
Oh, and any better, is he?
Been cracking jokes all afternoon. He's having me in plates.
Good. Are you hungry?
I was just going to make myself a bussy, thanks.
All right. Are you sure you're all right?
Yeah, Grace.
Nearly finished here, love. Not really ignoring you, okay?
You're all right, Dad.
So, what's the alternative to this report?
Meaning what, like?
Well, if you don't hand this report in, what happens?
Nothing.
Exactly. The lorries stay off the road, there's no overtime for the maintenance men.
That report criticised the very lads I'm trying to stick up for.
No, it doesn't, love.
That's the way the management will see it. I had a feeling Clive Marsden was being a bit friendly all of a sudden.
Honestly, Frank, you've just been paranoid again. Now, face the facts. How can the management solve any problems if they don't have the statistics and proper information?
Why don't they get their own report, then?
Because they knew that you would do a more down-to-earth, unbiased report, which is what you've done. And that's why you'll hand it in tomorrow.
This leaving a bad taste in my mouth, Chris.
Oh, hi. I was just...
Hi, where are the doting parents?
Going to the cinema.
Oh, well, that'll teach me to pay surprise visits. Hiya, Daniel. How are you doing?
No, he's in easy street now. I've just bathed him and changed his nappy.
What a guy. Now you're all nice and clean, yeah.
He likes being picked up.
It's just fine the way he is.
He's gorgeous, isn't he?
All babies are. Especially when they're somebody else's. Isn't that right, Daniel? Oh, yes, it is. That's right.
Well, listen here, I'll get them in. I'm getting off now.
No, you got the last ones in, didn't you?
I fancy a dance.
Oh, well, I'll have my hands full with the ale, you know.
Well, Constable? Oh, come on.
Tom will get a bit jealous.
Nah, he's not the type. And even if he does, he won't play the show. Besides, nobody owns me, you know.
Yeah, right.
So glad you came.
Oh, yeah?
Brings back some nice memories.
Yeah, nobody dances like you.
You always say that.
Only because it's true. I'm glad I came home so early as well. Listen, I didn't know you were there, honest.
Well, if I thought you did, I would have walked out straight away.
Fair enough.
Seen the side to you tonight, I didn't know was there.
Oh, yeah?
I think it's great the way he accepted me and Tom as a couple. I know it can't be easy.
Wait a bit, sir. A bottle of Calabat and an orange juice, please.
What are you thinking?
Nothing.
Oh, come on, I can hear your brain cranking into motion.
Just this and that, you know.
What?
This. Just like the old days, innit? Except, Tomo's gonna be taking you home.
He's not taking me home.
You can't go home on your own.
I'm not.
Well, I'll take you home.
No. Look, I'm not going home. I'm going back to his place.
Oh.
It's time we talk this out.
What?
Why we don't make love anymore.
That's my fault, I know.
It's nobody's fault. It's just something we need to sort out between us.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm working too hard lately. These days I'm always tired.
Cut the bull, John.
Well, it's only been a week.
If you don't want me anymore, just say so, but don't insult my intelligence as well.
All relationships even off after a while. It's a question of familiarity.
You don't even put your arms around me anymore. What's wrong?
Well, it's not... I don't know what's wrong.
Is it somebody else?
No.
Another woman?
No.
Well, if it's just between you and me, only you know what it is. I can take another big girl.
Well, maybe it's time our relationships sort of changed gear, you know? Got onto a different plane.
In what way?
Oh, I don't know. Terry's and Susan's changed, hasn't it?
So spill it out, John.
Okay, what's wrong with me wanting to become a dad?
Nothing. But it is a problem when you start punishing me for it.
I'm not punishing anybody. I just planned that by now I'd be well on the way.
Well, who the hell did you plan a baby with? Certainly not with me. Listen, Jonathan, Laura is dead, and I'm real sorry about it, but I am still here, and I'm sick and tired of picking up her check. You know, you really can be one selfish, self-centered son of a bitch. Do you think I don't get the message when you're coochie-cooing Daniel? Listen, I came over here to see that baby, too. But I don't dare hold him or hug him or kiss him when you're around because I can just feel you thinking, why won't you have my baby? And let me tell you, I refuse to feel guilty.
The last thing I want is for you to feel guilty. If that is the case, then I owe you an apology.
Oh, God, stop treating me like one of your goddamn clients. You don't owe me anything. All I need is a little bit of honesty.
Well, it's not that easy. Sometimes I can't even be honest with myself.
Well, you better learn, and fast. Otherwise, I'm out of here for good.
Are you trying to tell somebody something?
No, just that I can hardly wait till we get home.
Liar.
It's worth a try, wasn't it?
It's over between me and Rod.
Why don't I believe it?
Yeah, We'll leave when we get back to your place.
It might be over for you, but...
Well, if it's over for one person, then that's it, isn't it? If it's over, it's dead.
So am I.
What?
Dead. I need mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
You don't have to rub his nose in it.
I'm not, it's just that I don't have to walk on eggshells every time he's around, that's all. You know what I mean?
Tough times lie ahead for one young man after the discovery of a tumour during a routine operation. In Jimmy's next.
Hiya.
All right.
Your dad been spending his money, has he?
No, not me dad, me.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, 2.3 litre, regular service, 4-speaker stereo.
Oh, well, it sounds all right.
I mean, you might as well spend it. What's the use of saving up?
Yeah, well, I wish I had the choice. He's costing me a fortune.
I mean, you're only young once, like, aren't you?
Oh, you wouldn't think to look at him that he'd been awake all night, would you?
I don't know why I didn't get one earlier, really. I mean, there's plenty of time to settle down, isn't there?
Yeah, well, that's what he must be thinking. Though you're a long way off getting a car, aren't you?
Of course, it's not new, like. But I think you're better putting your money into quality.
Yeah. We'll just drive carefully, that's all.
Yeah, I will do. I've seen what happens when people don't. And you too,
Yeah, I will.
Bye.
Oh, it's you.
Hiya.
Anna still isn't back.
I know. I brought you something
Oh?
for your birthday. It is this week, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Well, then. And I've left one of my cassettes.
I suppose you'd better come in.
Are you going to open it then?
Yes, of course. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry about last week. About having Gary round.
So long as it doesn't happen again.
And you get lonely, you see.
It's a question of letting people know. We have to be responsible. Very nice.
Do you like it?
Real leather.
I knew you'd like it. I thought it'd do to keep your pension book in.
All right.
Fine, how are you?
Oh, not so bad. Keeping busy, you know.
So I see.
2.3 litre, 42,000. One owner.
One careful look.
Oh, I doubt it.
You don't by any chance happen to have a foot pump, do you?
You name it, he's got it.
I'm having a bit of trouble with my front left tyre.
Oh, yeah. You should get that seen to, you know.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Present.
No, Sue left it.
Managing all right, is she?
Ecstatic. Beats me away.
It's different when they're your own.
This isn't just a chair, you know. This is a throne for the little prince.
Hey, Dad.
Thanks.
They're all like that, you know. I've got a mate with a baby. Plans he's got for that kid. Have you ever had one of these?
Oh, I started off in a much smaller way, Mini.
Oh.
New, though.
Yeah, I suppose it would be if you're a student.
Well, I didn't get it for myself. 21st present for my father.
It's all right for some, innit?
Thanks.
$2.3
Four-speaker stereo.
One owner.
Oh, well, this, 20 years on, I suppose. Coffee.
Great.
And toast.
No thanks. I had a pizza on the way.
Well, I think I'll have mine black. It's the only way I'll stay awake.
You look shattered.
Yeah, you should see Terry. If it isn't one thing, it's the other.
How do you mean?
Well, we're trying for another baby.
I don't believe it. Oh, no, there's only 2 months old.
Yeah, but it's nice if they're close together. They can be friends.
Being friends depends on a lot more than age.
Yeah, I know that. But it's less trouble if they're at the same kind of stage. I mean, get it over with quick.
You make it sound like it's a race.
Mind you, Terry's talking about having a big family.
Less trouble closer together. Wait a minute, have you heard what you're saying? I mean, if you have another baby right away, how are you going to manage to give either of them enough attention?
Terry's very good.
Yeah, I know, but he works nights. Is this your idea or his?
Well, we both think it's a good idea. Terry's brill with Dan.
I know, I've seen him, but... Oh, I see. Is that what this is all about? Terry and Dan?
I'm just so happy when I see them together. And then I feel so guilty. Oh, God. If he ever finds out.
So you want to give him a baby that really is his?
I just want to do something to make it up to him. Seeing Terry and Dan makes me realize how lucky I am. So if having another baby makes it all right, then that's what I want.
Good luck, then.
Are you sure you haven't seen me cassette?
No, I haven't.
It's erasure.
Anna might know. It could have been tidied away.
When's she coming back?
Who knows? Old bones mend slowly. But I'll ask her when she rings.
Phone her now.
We generally wait for the cheap rates.
That all you're having?
It's enough.
I can cook you something if you want.
No, I prefer a light lunch. Have you had anything?
I'm all right. I went to Chippy. It must be upstairs.
Where do you think you're going?
Me cassette.
You won't find it up there.
Don't tell him where I am, will you?
What?
I don't want to see him.
Where is she, then? What have you been doing with my daughter?
Good afternoon.
I want to see her, and I want to see her now.
Excuse me, this is my house.
I know your sort. You think you can do what you want because you've got plenty of money, don't you? Well, you can't. Not with my family, you can't. Now, where is she? Where's my Louise?
I've no idea.
Yeah, he's making up for a hard night. Second lot today.
Hard work.
Yeah, well, you work hard. What about all the nights you've stayed up to finish your essays?
Yeah, but that's building for the future. Once I get this degree, the world is my oyster.
So you're not tempted, then?
I'm not.
Oh?
John is. One look at Junior out there and he went weak at the knees.
Well, I'm not surprised.
Problem is, I think he's more interested in that baby than he is in me.
Well, I think you've got things to offer him that the baby hasn't.
I wish John thought so.
Trouble?
I wish it was trouble. Then at least I could do something about it. This is just nothing.
Yeah, but I always got the impression that
Things were good for us and bad. They were. Not anymore, though. Comes home late, brings work home, watches videos all night, anything rather than be with me.
Cheryl, talk to him.
You think I haven't tried? He's like a blank wall. I mean, he's ever so British, ever so polite, never a cross word. But I can't get through to him. It's so lonely.
I'm sorry.
In bed's the loneliest place of all. You know, we just lie there, and then he falls straight to sleep. And I hate him. I mean, I know I can't. I don't know how he can.
You don't suppose that there might be somebody else?
Oh, no. Not unless you call young Daniel out there another woman. It's just made me face a lot of things that I didn't want to have to face. Like, what is there for me here without John?
What, you mean you might split up again?
It's not what I want. I mean, I know he can be a selfish bastard. I know he can be ruthless. But still, when I look at him, something happens. I'm hurt and I'm angry. But I still love him. So I guess I'll just keep right on in there, trying.
Hello.
Hiya.
How do you know what time I was coming out?
Phone the ward.
Did you not say I did, do they?
Look, I wanted to see you.
Why not? We said we'd be friends,
Yeah, well,
didn't we?
I've got something to show you.
What?
Come on.
They've all been on me back. Oh, Gary, that woman.
Mrs. Mackay?
What do you mean upsetting my lad? He's got a right to see his sister.
Not altogether. What about Louise's right?
Treated him like dirt, didn't you? What right have you got to interfere with my family?
The other way round, more like.
Poking your nose in.
I don't want anything to do with your family.
Looks like it, doesn't it? The way you encouraged Louise to come round here.
I never encouraged it.
Well, somebody did, didn't he?
My wife.
Same difference. Louise was all right till she started coming round here.
I doubt it. She was in care, wasn't she?
Now, don't blame me for that. What would you know about it, eh? What would you know about your wife running off with another fella? But it's only Louise you want, isn't it? Not interested in our Gary. You threw him out, didn't you?
Gary's not supposed to see Louise on his own. There are reasons.
In filthy minds.
A social worker
Social worker. Interfering bitch. Louise is my kid.
There are reasons.
And I want her.
The social services are trying to look after her.
Turning her against the family.
Doing what's best.
Just so as you can have her. Well, you're not having her. None of you. She's mine, and I'm going to keep her. I'm having them home. Both of them. And nobody's going to stop me.
Freedom. That's what this is. No more waiting for buses. No more standing in queues for taxis. We can go where we want, when we want.
It's very nice.
I mean, I can meet you from work, you know, when it's raining. Save you getting your hair wet, like.
You sound like an umbrella.
Yeah, all right. Why don't you sit in? Test the seats out, like. I mean, we could go on a tour on holiday if we wanted to.
Who's we?
You and me.
Oh, look, come on. Don't you think we should take it a bit slow? Look, I know we said we'd be friends.
I know, well, that was stupid.
What do you mean?
I've been stupid. All that stuff with Emma and all that. Well, look, you know the other night when I saw you at Tomo? Well, I realised then, I should have never let you go. Will you give me another chance?
No.
Please?
I can't risk that.
Oh, come on. All I want is you.
Oh, you had a funny way of showing it.
Kirsty, listen to me. It'll never happen again, honest.
You just don't get it, do you? I'm not going to start again because it means too much to me.
Kirsty!
Thanks.
What for?
For telling them I was here.
He took me by surprise.
Didn't want to see him.
He's your father.
He wouldn't have liked me being here.
He made that perfectly clear. Things can't go on like this.
I know.
All he wants is to make a home for you.
No.
Of course, Gary couldn't live there too.
Gary's all right.
Social services would see to that.
Don't make me go.
You're all right where you are, in Chadwick House.
I'm not.
Now they've moved Gary.
That's made things worse. Now I've got nobody. Wish Anna was here.
Well, you know she can't be.
She wants me and you don't.
It's not that easy.
I wish you did. I'm all right, really. I try to be all right.
Yes, of course you do.
Why don't you want me then? Why won't you let me live with you?
I don't know.
Well then,
We'll have to talk.
you mean you might?
Well,
You mean you will?
yes, all right then, yes. Why not?
Not just for Anna.
Not just for Anna.
You mean you foster me?
If it came to it, yes.
Oh, Paul, I think you're great.
Kirsty! Just give me a chance. Will you listen to me?
Oh, Rod, just go away.
I've said I'm sorry.
Oh, that makes it all right, does it?
Look, I'm not rushing you.
Oh, what the hell's all that then?
I can't handle being friends. It's not what I want. I want to see you. I want to be with you. I want it to be like it used to be.
Yeah, you doing what you want to and me not even knowing anything about it.
No, not like that. Like before, when we were happy.
Do you think I don't want that? Do you think I've not missed you?
Why not give it a try then?
Do you know how I felt when I saw you with her? Like I was gonna die. I actually thought you loved me. I thought you wanted what I wanted all the time you were with Emma. And that's taught me a hell of a lot. I'm dead careful now and nobody is ever gonna make a fool of me again. So you can just go away.
Hello, Dad. I was just passing. Well, no, I wasn't just passing. I've been doing my rounds. But I knew I should come and see you.
You haven't totally forgotten your family then?
How could I? I think about it every day.
Eat?
Not seeing you. Jessica keeps asking when you're coming to the house again. She wants to show you her new bed cover.
I know.
She told you about it.
She asked me.
Then why don't you?
How can I?
God, it's like archaeology, this. What'll I dig out next? It's months since I saw that.
No.
Well, it's not just whether it's out of date, it's whether it'll still fit me.
I thought you were doing really well getting your figure back.
Oh, well, there's still some bulges that weren't there before. Yeah?
That's nice.
Right. Well, I better start trying some of these on then. I don't think Daniel's old enough to worry about that yet.
What about Mick?
Oh, he's out staying with a mate. Just as well, really, with John being a bit worried about Barry staying.
Oh, well, I'll make sure he knows then. I'd improve his mood a bit. If only it was that easy.
We need to talk. That's why I came.
Only one thing I want to hear.
You want me to say I'm giving up Alison? Well, I won't. I don't want to hurt you, Dad.
How can you not with what you're doing?
What am I doing that's so dreadful? I've met someone that I love, that's all. I thought I never would, not after Mei Lin, but I have. You can't ask me to give that up. You've never got to know Alison properly, yet you still won't give her a chance. If you did, you know she's the kind of person you've always wanted for me. She works hard, she's got a good career, she's a good mother.
She's taking Jessica away.
Jessica's my child.
She's our child, my blood, my future.
I do understand that. I know what it means to you. I have tried to be a good son. I've tried to do what you want. I'm tearing myself in two, trying to get through to you. I know what you want. What about what I need? I need Alison. I love her. Together, we could all start a new life. We want you to be part of that, of course, if only you'd let us. Dad, give Alison a chance. Meet her. Talk to her. Give me a chance, Dad.
But if I can't get any of these on, we'll have to go on a shopping spree.
I wouldn't have thought you need many more clothes at the moment.
Well, I will when I'm back at work. Maternity leave's over soon.
You're not still going back, are you?
Well, I'll lose my money if I don't.
But what about the other baby, the one you and Terry are trying for?
It's not happened yet, has it?
Well, you haven't given it much of a chance, have you?
Well, I'll worry about that when it happens.
Aren't you being a little bit unrealistic?
Cheryl, I can't afford not to work.
Yeah, but have you really thought this through? I mean, do you really want another baby? Or is it just guilt making you say you do? Because if it is, I think you should think again. Otherwise, you won't be doing yourself any favors. Not you, not the baby, and certainly not Terry.
Are you afraid that Jess will lose her culture?
How can she not?
She won't. When Mei Lin was alive, she sorted that. Now it's up to me. I'll teach Jess everything she needs to know.
I teach her.
I know that it matters. My roots are important to me. I want them to be important to Jess, too.
You see this place?
Yes.
You know where we started, your mother and me?
The takeaway, yes.
We came here with nothing. We worked so hard.
I know.
Who do you think it was for?
Look, I appreciate all you've done.
I've lost your mother. I've lost Maylin. Must I lose Jessica?
You won't. I'll see to that.
Must I lose you too?
Hiya. Cat got your tongue?
You don't all have to gab all the time, you know.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying. People who live in the same house do talk to each other, you know.
Just leave it, will you?
What is it? Something wrong with your car?
Car's fine.
Well, you were all right this morning. What is it? Has Tomo got a better car or something?
Look, don't mention him.
Been to see Kirsty.
What have I have?
She's giving you the knockback.
Well, have you seen her lately?
No, I haven't seen her since last week.
Yeah, well, you could put the word in.
Why me? You're the one that messed it up.
I know.
Yeah, well, it's up to you to sort it out. Look, Rod, if you want something, you've got to keep trying. And don't be messing around with anyone else either.
Dad. Dad, you can't want this. I don't love you any less. Only I must be myself. I have to take charge of my own life.
Next today, current affairs from a woman's perspective. been Living Issues with Jane Irving.
What are you doing here? There's a practice meeting over lunch. Plans for next year. So I didn't think there's much point in me being there.
I thought Caroline would be here. But Hattie needs her backpack for tonight for Woodcraft Book.
I'm having some bread and cheese. Join me?
Sure, why not while I'm here? Better than the canteen. And the company's a bit better.
I can't wait to get on that plane.
Hang on. I'm not nearly ready yet. I've got loads of things to sort out at work.
We're part of a long tradition. Do you think how many people have set off from Liverpool to start a new life?
It's more of a change than a new life. The contract's only for a year, remember?
Well, renewable, though. You can show the girls the sights. The Grand Canyon, San Francisco.
We're not there yet.
Not long, though.
Nope.
You're dead lucky, you, not having to wear any uniform. I feel the right if you walk along in this.
What difference does that make, hey, when you've got this on your face?
Oh, it'll clear up, they said so, didn't they?
Yeah, but what's their idea of clearing up, hey? Having a white mark on your face for the rest of your life?
You could have plastic surgery.
Oh, thanks.
How's Owen?
Fed up. Well, wouldn't you be, eh? They haven't let him out of bed yet.
What are they for?
For drinking, what you think? Seen Ronnie, have you?
No, Mum and Dad won't let me. Matter of fact, they don't even know I'm here.
Well, why not? They were all right with me on the phone before.
Yeah, well, that was before.
Before what?
Well, you see, I told them those lads were your mates, the ones in the car, and the police.
What'd you do that for? You know I didn't know them.
I'm sorry, but what did you want me to say?
Not let me in it, that's what. Oh, for God's sake, Nisha, I don't want the police on me back again.
Well, my dad kept asking who they were. I had to say something.
You've made me sound like a right scally.
Oh, and what did you want me to say? That we'd got in a car with anyone? Lads we didn't even know. And what do you think that'd make us?
But that's what we did, though.
I know.
I wish we hadn't. I just wish we could go back a few weeks.
Oh, I'd give anything to have never met them.
Look here, have some of that. Just know if make you feel better.
No, thanks.
You only put your report in last week. I told them it was urgent. It's wasting their time and ours having lads stuck on the hard shoulder.
Since when did they take any notice of a shop steward's report?
Yeah.
Jeff used to say sending stuff up to management's like putting it in a bottle and dropping it in the sea. You might get somewhere, but more than likely you'll just get lost.
Yeah, but they asked for this, though, didn't they? I didn't just send it. Marsland said he couldn't take any action unless he had the facts and the figures. Well, now he's got them.
So who's going to this meeting then?
You, me, Marsland and the secretary.
Semi-formal, is it? Cosy little chat round the table, discuss the future.
It won't be like that, Len. I told them we need action and we need it soon. We've got to take it serious.
The day management take anything seriously, then I'll know something's up. Come, Ed.
Don't work too hard.
Don't knock it. We're luckier than some.
Hey, don't go till I've checked my tyre, will you?
You're not still having problems, are you?
Well, I keep meaning to get it fixed.
What would you say to a patient that kept ignoring things? It's no good being busy looking after other people if you don't look after yourself.
I'm going to sell it anyway.
Did you go and see your father?
Yes.
And?
He's not the kind of man to change his mind.
So what are we going to do?
Leave the country.
See you later.
Jonathan!
What?
Should you?
Why not?
It's not your house anymore, not while they're paying rent.
Tommy Duff, can you hear that? There's no point disturbing you, is
I
there?
think at least you should knock first.
Oh, it's you? All right. Well, I knew you'd be busy, so...
It's all right, it's all right.
Don't worry about me. I'm used to babies. I just wanted to bring him a present, actually.
Are you already up?
No, it's something special, something for him.
Oh, right, thanks, yeah. And here's me thinking you'd just come for the rent.
Oh, no, that'll do any time. Who worries about a bit of rent between friends, eh?
I'm sorry about all this.
I know you weren't expecting me, but I was in the area.
I was going to say my wife's away, sick mother.
I know, I'm sorry.
Oh, don't worry. She'll recover. Known as a tough old bird.
A lot of them are.
Only hope I'm doing as well at her age, if I get to her age. Will you like to sit down?
Thanks.
If you're hoping to see Louise, I'm afraid she's not here. You should find her at Chadwick House.
I know, I checked before I came.
Oh.
I had Mr. Mitchell in my office this morning. He was not a happy man.
That makes two of us.
He was, how shall I put it, in rather an excitable state.
That's how he was yesterday.
Well, he was upset. Naturally enough, he wants to know what's happening to his children.
I wish I knew.
Well, we're all concerned about what happens to Louise. But she certainly can't go back to live with her father.
I'm glad to hear you say that.
And she's plainly not happy at Chadwick House.
We'd be happy to have her. Fostering, I mean.
We?
I rang Annabelle last night. I wouldn't want to go ahead without her agreement.
It might not be that easy, Mr. Collins.
Mitchell, you mean?
No, not just that. We have to be sure she's with responsible people. Mr. Mitchell's visit wasn't the only reason I came round. I believe Gary was here the other day. When you were out. I think you should have told us, Mr. Collins.
You sure you didn't want this?
Thanks.
You want to be careful with that stuff, you know.
Oh, it's only like limo.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, well, you don't have to face double general studies this afternoon, do you?
No, but I've got double physics. Never mind, Pete's meeting me out of school.
Pete? As in Ronnie?
As in ex-Ronnie, actually. It wasn't just Cav, she's been chatting up, you know.
Oh, she's been after anything in trousers since she was 10, eh?
My good luck, then.
Yeah.
Ronnie didn't know when she was well off, you know. She won't find me taking on a chance of losing Pete. Not that it's easy with me mum keeping an eye on me, like. But still, we meet out of school, and it's better than nothing, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Generally, we go for a coffee. Or for a walk if the weather's all right. And then he'll drop me at the end of our street.
Look, are you ready?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going on, aren't I? I know Owen can't get out to meet you. But still, there's visiting, isn't there?
Yeah.
And he is coming on.
Slowly.
And you'll be able to help him when he gets out of bed.
I hope so.
Come on.
I think we're all agreed that this state of affairs can't go on.
It certainly can't. My men are losing money every day.
It's not our fault. We do as best we can with the hours we've got.
It's not doing the firm any good either. All these are customer complaints about late deliveries.
Well, you can't expect the lads to deliver on time if they spend half the day stuck on the hard shoulder.
You've checked all this, I take it?
Yeah, it's accurate. Maintenance has been terrible for months.
We just don't have the staff.
Or they haven't been deployed properly.
Now, that's not fair. You've been asking us to cut corners for ages.
There'd be no problems if we could just keep the wagons on the road.
Quite right, Frank. That's why this meeting's been given such a high priority. We've taken your problem up to board level, and decisions have been made.
Yeah, well, about time, too.
We're thinking of winding up the maintenance department and putting the work out to tender. I can be more precise when we've made the necessary arrangements. There'll be redundancies, but losses will be kept to a minimum through natural wastage.
I did ask Gary to leave the moment I got back.
That was one of Mr. Mitchell's complaints. Only he didn't say asked him to leave.
You need eyes in the back of your head.
Fostering Louise wouldn't be easy, you know.
I'm well aware of that.
Which is why we have to be sure it's what she wants.
Oh, it is. She asked me. But I wouldn't want to be the one responsible for breaking the family up.
Oh, neither would I. We only do it when we feel it's absolutely necessary.
Mitchell does seem to care about her, in his own way.
Well, caring and being responsible aren't always the same thing. We have put a lot of thought into this, and it really isn't in Louise's best interest that she should go back and live with her father.
Because of Gary.
No, not just that. We're dealing with quite a disturbed family here. How should I put it? Mr. Mitchell finds it difficult to see his children as people in their own right.
Is that enough reason for taking them away?
Well, it is if it leads to other things.
Oh. You mean it may not have been just Gary?
Well, I don't know. But it's clear to me that Louise doesn't want to go back and live at home.
Well, she does want to be fostered by us, but I don't think Mitchell would ever agree.
Oh, he won't. He's made that perfectly clear. He wants her back as soon as possible.
Well, what's to stop him?
Well, we've taken out an interim order, which gives us time to prepare our case and apply for a ward of court. The only way Louise will have any say in what happens to her is if she's got the power to decide for herself.
If you're sure we're doing the right thing.
Oh, I am. And I think in the long run, Louise will think so too.
Quite a dab hand at this, aren't you? Practice.
Oh, don't you believe it. He only does it when there's an audience.
Hey, you?
Oh, he's not so keen in the middle of the night.
I wouldn't mind whenever it was.
You seen him when you give him a little tip, look at his little smile? Wait.
Oh, he's a corker, isn't he?
Seen his fists, eh? He's going to be a boxer then when he grows up, look.
Hey, never mind the boxing. What about rugby? Take him down a club when he's older.
No chance he's going to Anfield with me, aren't you, to see Kenny Dalglish and the boys? Kenny.
Anything I can do? Oh, no, you're all right. Is there anything there for me?
Are you still going back?
Yeah. It could take 2 or 3 months before I get pregnant. Not that I had any trouble before.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm bothering, actually. The kind of thing I'm looking for is word of mouth.
So you're looking to be headhunted?
Sort of. I've had a couple of letters asking me to come in for an informal chat. We all know what that means.
If the face fits.
Just have to decide exactly what I want to do, how far I want to travel, in every sense of the word.
So things could be good.
Depends, doesn't it?
That's right. Hey, you ought to try this yourself, you know. Oh, well, you never know. Oh, what plans have you? Well, I haven't. Oh, don't worry about it. I mean, she'll come round. Took me ages to persuade Sue to get married, but she's made up about it now. Yeah, well, it's not quite the same, is it? Perseverance. That's the trick. Hey, he's a natural, isn't he? I mean, if we want a childminder, we don't have to look far. We've got one.
How am I going to go back to the lads and tell them about this?
I'm sorry, Len. I did it in good faith.
They've used you and you know it.
It might not be as bad as you think. Like he said, there's natural wastage.
Whole department? You joking?
It's early days yet. They're only talking plans.
Haven't you learned anything?
Look, I know your lads can do a good job. If they're given a chance, I've told them that.
Oh, a lot of you staff was. They only hear what they want to hear. Why have they been running maintenance down all these months? If you ask me, this business has been on the cards for a long time. And you had to come along and help them.
I know. I've been conned.
Yeah, you can say that again. And don't kid yourself. It's all subcontracting these days just so as they can make a profit. And don't think it'll do your lads any good either.
I wish I'd never sent that report in.
Of course, from your point of view, it'll be all right at first. Get a new firm in, cut costs. For a couple of weeks, everything will be hunky-dory. But after that, what? You'll be worse off than you were before. I mean, you've seen what's happened in hospitals when they've done this to the cleaning. Standards down the pan.
They're only talking about it, aren't they?
As soon as possible, they said.
Well, tighten up. Put some ideas forward.
Would they listen? Did they listen to you? They were looking for this. They've had all the plans made. They might as well have put an ad on telly about us. But that's what they generally do, isn't it, when they sell things off?
Sorry. I was just trying to help.
Well, you've not done us any favours.
Caroline's at the restaurant with Jess.
Again?
Yes, again. It's part of Dad's counterattack, making Jess believe his place is more at home than this.
I don't think it's just your dad's idea. Caroline's made her views pretty clear, too.
She's been brainwashed.
That's not fair. She made me realize what a big thing I was asking you to do.
You're not asking, I'm choosing.
You wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for me.
There's lots of things I wouldn't be doing if it wasn't for you. I'd be living in the past rather than looking forward to the future.
I just wish it wasn't so difficult for you, that's all.
Stop worrying. We're going, and that's that.
I may be able to make it a bit easier for you.
Easy.
Give your father more time to get used to the idea of you going to America.
What do you mean?
Well, you know I said I had some loose ends to tie up at work. Well, some of them have turned out to be looser than I thought, so, I've put the trip off. I'm not going till after the new year.
There, now we won't be disturbed. I'm glad the officer in charge let us use this room. It's all right, I'm not going to bite you.
I was going to watch your video.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. But we need to make some decisions about your future.
I'm all right as I am.
Well, your father wants you back home. Is that what you want?
I want to live with Mrs. Collins. But my dad wouldn't like it.
Well, it might not be up to him. How long were things bad at home?
Since my mum went.
And that's when you started stealing?
I thought they'd take me away. I wanted them to take me away.
Because of Gary?
I don't want to get him into trouble. He didn't mean no harm.
He made you unhappy.
At first it was all right. Well, cuddling's all right, isn't it?
Of course it is. When Gary came round the other day to the Collinses, did anything happen?
Like that?
Yeah.
No, he was all right.
We'll have to be careful, you see. We have to know. That's why you mustn't invite him round.
I didn't.
Or let him invite himself round. Your meetings have to be supervised. Someone must always be there.
I forgot. I didn't know what was right.
But you knew what you wanted. And what you didn't. But you just couldn't say so.
Gary looked after me, you see.
And you wanted to please him.
Yeah.
And you felt you couldn't say no when he did things you didn't like.
No. But I didn't like it.
Oh, I know.
I thought it was my fault.
Well, it wasn't. You mustn't blame yourself.
I didn't want any bother. I just wanted everything to be all right.
I never said I was going. You should have asked.
Oh, come on, it's the same old crowd. I don't usually have to ask.
No, you just assume, don't you? Has it ever occurred to you that I find that rugby crowd boring?
You didn't always.
Yes, I did. I just didn't say so.
All right, then, what's made you say it now?
Guess, Jonathan.
Last call for the good night kiss. He's lying there looking like butter would melt in his mouth. Right, count me in. Trouble is, he's wide awake. She'll probably be asleep before him.
I'm not going, John.
All right, then, I'll go by myself.
How am I going to get home?
Get a cab. No need to. Well, she's already got one.
I don't want to bother you, Terry.
Oh, it's not bother. No, do, because I might be home late.
Fine. I'm sure you will be.
Oh, you could always stay here the night. I mean, the bed's still where it used to be.
I just might do that.
Suits me.
They are.
Thanks.
All right now?
Yeah.
It's all right to say no to things, Louise.
I'm bad.
You're not.
I am. My dad said so. He put me away, didn't he?
Well, there were reasons, weren't there? You said so yourself. Anyway, when people are unhappy, they do bad things.
Do you think Mrs. Collins will have me if she knows what I've done?
Well, you have to ask her, won't you? It's all right to ask for things as well, you know.
My mum went away.
Mrs. Collins wouldn't do that.
Will they let me go there? Will me dad let me?
We'll do our best to see that they will, eh? But first, we have to make a court understand why you can't go back home.
You'll tell them about Gary?
That's right.
All do you do to him?
Nothing. Except to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Are you sure?
Quite sure. If we can get you made a ward of court, then you can decide for yourself. You can be fostered. You can live at the Collinses. That's what you want, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, you behave yourself then. Don't do anything silly.
There's no hurry. Harvard will wait. They've told me to name my own time.
You have, so you should stick to it.
I've told you I need to sort things here.
You can't keep changing your mind.
I don't keep changing it. I've only changed it once. Anyway, I don't see it'll make any difference to you. You can still come at Easter.
We've got plans.
Oh, what's the hurry? If we wait, we can have Christmas in England. We have more time to get organised, and it gives you more time to make sure you're doing the right thing.
I know I'm doing the right thing.
So why all the fuss, then? Why all the worry? Take it easy. Give your father time to come round.
You know he won't.
You never know.
Alison!
Look, you're not going to forget your father just by crossing the Atlantic.
I've made my choice. Either way, I lose somebody.
I'm not saying it's not the right choice. Look, my parents didn't approve of me leaving Rob. They made me feel Hattie would never get over it, but I knew I had to do it. I had to believe I was doing the right thing, even though they didn't.
And that's what I'm doing.
No, it isn't. I did it on my own. I made my own decisions. I found myself a place to live. I found myself a job, but you're not doing that. You're just moving because I am.
I'm doing it because I want to be with you.
Yeah, I know that. I want that too, but I don't want you just to come because I'm giving you an easy way out.
It isn't easy.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, look, just stop having a go at me. Don't you see, that's what I keep trying to get away from. People who tell me what to do, what to think. It's bad enough coming from my father and Caroline rather than you starting.
I don't want to upset
If you make a promise, you should keep it. If you say you're going, you should go.
Don't you understand? I'm scared about going.
Do you want to lift home, then?
Up to you.
Things all right, are they?
What do you think?
Well, I thought everything would be all right once you got in that flat.
So did John. That's his answer for everything, isn't it? Buy something, move somewhere. You only take your troubles with you.
Yeah, but everybody has their ups and downs, don't they?
It's more than that. John just thinks he can buy anything he wants. And what I want isn't important.
I thought you wanted the flat.
It's more than just that. I want a bit of equality. I want him to see me as a person and not just somebody who makes him feel good. I suppose that's why I wouldn't go to the rugby club.
Is it me you should be saying this to?
You think I should talk to John, right?
Well, how else are you going to sort it? I mean, I know me and Sue have had our problems and that, like, well, you know about that. But we've talked them through. I mean, you have to be honest with each other, don't you?
It's not that easy.
We have to talk about things. If you really matter to each other, you'll survive.
I hope so.
I'll have it out with him, I would. Tell him how you feel. If he really loves you, he'll listen. If he really loves you, it'll be all right.
Yeah.
Coming up next, a VIP visit brings a touch of royal glamour to the wards of Jimmy's after the break.